Welcome to In the Box Seat on Channel 44. We're talking greyhounds. My name is Ray Fewings and I'm here to tell you all about the greyhound racing coming up in Adelaide over the next couple of weeks. We've got the Coffex Coffee South Australian Oaks heats at Angle Park on Thursday night, and the Victorians are over in force. The Dailies are here, Rinaldi's here. We've got some of the top trainers bringing their dogs over from Victoria, and as a result, you're going to have some top quality greyhounds to bet on. Now, they had the coursing Derby, the Oaks, and also the Waterloo Cup at the weekend. Don Turner won the Waterloo Cup with Just Chasers. He beat Narimba Sapphire in the final after she pulled up sore. And in the Oaks, Bill & Co King for Bill Vidarchik and his mates, named after Bill, was successful with the trainer Dale Martin, and Pandora Kissed won for the Hurleys in the Oaks. So it was a very successful day, a very warm day, but there's still a lot of interest in the coursing, and I'm sure that it'll be back big and strong again next year. We've had some good racing in Angle Park in the last couple of weeks. Rolland Parry is our guest. He's the trainer of Super Pick, and Roland's a very, very good trainer. He only keeps a handful of dogs, and he's done a terrific job with this former Southeastern performer. He's turned him around from being a moderate dog to quite a capable stayer. So we'll talk with him on tonight's program. As far as the other races, apart from the Coffex Coffee SA Oaks coming up this week, we've got the Bankstown City Cup over there at Potts Park in Sydney, and we've got the Canberra Cup, the final being run there as well. And at Angle Park, of course, we've got a terrific program coming up on Thursday night with the Coffex Coffee Oaks. And we've also got at Mount Gambier, the Patzel Memorial. Mount Gambier is going great guns down there. Plenty of greyhounds. Always been a wonderful greyhound community down there, right from the days when Matty Dunbar and the McFarlanes and the McDonalds had the good Plumpton coursing dogs years ago, and the Simses at Carpenter's Rocks as well. So it's a terrific greyhound area, Mount Gambier, and going from strength to strength. Now, we always try and pick you a few winners here on Channel 44 each week, and we've got the Greyhound Honeys. They're the girls that do the form, and they've made a few selections for this coming week. And they've come up with Wednesday, race 5, number 2, Irene Bale. Now, Irene Bale looks nicely placed here from box 2 over the 388. It's got plenty of early dash, and the Honeys think that the 22.5 she ran last start will see her winning. And they've also gone on Wednesday for race 10, number 8, Prank Call. Now, I made it the special last week, and he was all at sea after having won a race in very fast time at Strathalbyn. But the Honeys have looked at the film, and they think box 8 is going to suit Prank Call right down to the ground. So he's one of their specials on Wednesday. On Thursday, now they've gone for a very good Victorian on Thursday night. Race 4, number 4, Spud Regis. It gets out of the box at 100 mile an hour. It's very strong, has a very good record in Victoria, and the Honeys think he's one of the good things of the night. And they've gone for race 7, number 7, Hopes Up, in a heat of the Coffex Coffee South Australian Oaks. She possibly ran her best race at Angle Park last start, went a brilliant winner, and the Honeys think she will win again. As far as the In the Box Seat special is concerned, the boys behind the camera and all those in the recording room, they come up with a winner every week, and they've gone for race 9, number 7, Victor Victoria. They're a bit kinky, the boys, so not surprised they've gone for the half man, half woman name there of Victor Victoria, and it's a very smart greyhound. As far as my tips are concerned, on Wednesday, I'm saying that Tony Lagana, who owns 3/4 of Gawler now, he used to only own half of it, he owns 3/4 now. I think he'll win again with 2 greyhounds. That's race 8, number 6, Flea Tyson. Very good first up winner, has a ton of speed. And in race 9, number 2, Fire Tyson. That's Wednesday. And on Thursday, race 2, number 2, Dinah Align. Looks beautifully boxed to me in the 2. The red runner will walk out of the start. Dinah Align will be straight onto the rails, and I think she's drawn the easiest of the heat. So she's a Monty on Thursday night. Make that your best bet for the week. And in race 8, number 7, Gregoriava Bale. It's a Victorian. It's got a ton of ability, plenty of strength about this greyhound. Might be a little bit lost early, but I think overall its ability and its great stamina will see it win. Rolland Parry will join us. You might have seen him in the streets. He's a postman. Well, he's more than a postman. He delivers parcels, and lately he's been delivering the winners at Angle Park. Rolland Parry, the greyhound trainer, has been excelling at Angle Park lately with a stayer called Super Pick. and he's our guest on Channel 44 tonight. Welcome, Roland.
Oh, it's a pleasure, Ray.
You've got this dog flying. He came from, you went to the southeast and won a couple of races yourself, and you brought this dog back, and I reckon you've improved him out of sight. I know the boys in the southeast probably won't like me saying that, but I think you have.
No, Barry Shepherd owns him down there. He always had a very high opinion of him, and he wanted to see if he could get a bit of ground, and it's probably the only place he could do it, really. Well, he did go to Warrnambool and try him. He went Rulwood there, over to 650, but there was no 700 down there, so that's why he set him up here. But and he was right too. Yeah, dog can't stay.
Did you always like the dog, or did you take it without sort of realising what he'd do?
Oh, I took him mainly because Shep's a friend of mine. That's the only reason I took him. But
yeah.
Oh, the dog's a nice, quiet kennel dog too. And I've got to have a good, quiet dog in the kennel. So
yeah. What are the plans? Because he's come through the lower grades very well. He's very strong. When he gets to the outside, he really gets comfortable and stretches right out. So could he make it to Thursday night company, do you think?
Oh, I think he could, actually. He has got a bit of a turn of foot, actually. He can run a bit of time. So he went 35-30 over 600 here when he won. And he went 22 to the back there, so that's fairly quick. So he could probably only win a sprint race if he get out of a box, but he's fairly average out.
A bit about yourself. You only keep a small team. We've seen you winning with Gregoriava, and you've had a couple of other good sprinters in recent times.
Yeah, Mick Louse sent me a few dogs over from Tassie. He sent me over Parsippany. Yeah. And she was free for all grade, Angle Park.
Just had pups?
She's just had pups to Cosmic Rumble. And she's already had one litter, the Nitro Burst, actually, as well. And Yuling, which is her sister. Yeah. She's as good as Parsippany.
Won a lot of races.
Yeah, she won 29 races, Yuling.
That's not bad, is it? Yeah. And during the day, you work for Australia Post, so you're all over the place with your little van.
Yeah, I run the mail to Gawler and back each day, and a few parcels as well.
So how'd you get into the Greyhound game?
Oh, basically fell into it. My mother worked at the dogs in Ballarat in the canteen when I was a kid, so I used to go up there and then started catching a few dogs and then got involved that way. But then I've had dogs since I was 15, I guess. But
and you were a Victorian first?
Yeah, I joined the army when I was 19, come to South Australia.
And stayed?
And in and out a few times.
And you're an Adelaide Hills man?
Well, I live in Bridgewater, yeah. Well, I initially went to Woodside, the army camp there. So.
Yeah, you're a man who doesn't go that far from home base.
No, I trained dogs in the army, actually.
Right. Oh, very good. Yeah. Get the blokes walking them for you on bivouac.
I trained army dogs.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well, Roland, we wish you well with Super Pick. You only specialise, so you only keep a few at a time. So apart from Super Pick, have you got another winner coming up?
Oh, Cato's probably my best dog in the kennel. He had a fall at Gawler 6 weeks ago. He'll be back in a couple of weeks. He'll win again.
Righto. Well, it's great to have you on Channel 44 tonight, and for people to get an idea of who this bloke is, because he's got a very good strike rate and he's an excellent greyhound trainer. Thank you, Roland.
Oh, it's a pleasure, Ray.
Roland Parry there, our guest on Channel 44 tonight. And Super Pick, you'll see him at the track. He's a lovely looking dog. He's a big dog, and he's brindle, and he's got big white legs and white on his chest and face, so you can't miss him. Super Pick, a dog that'll win a lot more staying races in the future. Well, that's our lot for Channel 44 tonight. We'll be back to tell you all about how the Coffex Coffee SA Oaks heats went when we join you next week. But in the meantime, stay on grsa.com.au for all of your greyhound information.